Assalamualaikum friends, so welcome back to the another class of web designing course. So in this class we are going to learn some attributes of HTML, and we are going to learn how to make a navbar in this class. So let's get started. Open your folder and open it in Visual Studio Code. So first of all, I am searching for Google Fonts that I have talked about Google Fonts earlier in the previous class. So here you can choose any font you want by selecting from there, or you can search if you have know any font name. So I am searching for Poppins. So there is a Poppins font. Just select it. So there are styles of the font. So the normal font is 400, and if you want to choose italic you can also choose italic, and there's medium and medium italic, semi bold, and bold. So I am choosing the bold one, and the regular one, and the medium. So there I have chosen these three styles, and there is an embed option. Just click there, and there's an import option. Click there, and you have to copy these lines from there. You do not have to copy the style tag because we are not linking it with the internal CSS. I am linking it in my external CSS. So just paste it in the main in your CSS file. So I have linked it, and now your so now there is a font family. Just copy it from there and paste it in your CSS file. So you can now, if I open with live server, so you can see our font family has been set to Poppins. So by this way you can use Google Fonts. And now if I want these, there are two headings. First of all, we have a section tag in HTML that allows us to make different sections. That means if I go to the website we are going to build in this course, so there we have sections. Like there are first section with the navbar, and the second section of this image, full size image. Then we have their third section of about us. Now we have a service section, and we have a contact us section, and now finally we have a footer section. So these are sections we can use. We can make our page by using this section tag. So if I add okay so we will use it later, but first of all, if I have I want to change this color, but I do not want to change this color. I will not use inline. I can use also by making an attribute of class. In this class attribute, I have to name this, like my first heading. Just copy it also. First of all, save it, and now there, instead of writing h1, I will write this class name. So we have to write dot before the class name for writing for is affecting the affecting your element. So if I add color to blue, so you can see it is in blue color. You can add any font. This is like we have added a h1 there, or I have added a my so there I have added an h1 there in the internal, so it is not working. I will remove it so it will again work. So now you can add h1, and like if I copy it this heading and paste it there, so you can see I have two headings and one second heading. So I have added the class my first heading to these both headings, so my CSS will affect these two. But there if I reload that, so I didn't have saved my CSS file, that's why. So our two headings are our two headings colored is blue. So and this third heading has not any color, has black color by default because we do not have affected that. So if I add my second heading, I add the class and name it my second heading and copy it and paste it there, it will not affect because I do not have added a dot symbol. So I have to save it there also. So now it is affected. So now there we have another attribute of id. So like I have a section which I have two headings. So like I have added a id of my headings and copy it, and now like class we also have to add the sign before the name of the id, but there we have to add hash because of id. So now I can add a text line. You can use any property. I am removing that. So my font family is also got removed, so I will copy it and now I will remove it. So if you want to, first I will add a font family to, so you can see. So I can make a second section of, like I have an second heading section of paragraphs. So I will add close there. So I will remove this. So now I will add an ID to my paragraphs. I know this is not a para, but I have added. So I will add hash and now paragraph, and there I can add font family to change any. So you can see. So I will add to Poppins sans serif. So you can see now, or I can add font size to 20 px. So you can see it. So we have to add id only in, we have to add one name id and only one element in the whole html page. So now we will remove this all, and now we will make a structure of navbar that we have uh, see it earlier. So we will going to make that. So in your browser, when you right click in any space, so there is an option of inspect. You can also press ctrl plus shift plus I to open it. So there you have an you have a this option like that. So by going there in the left top right corner, you can choose it, and then now you can choose from there. So it will be in another window. So you can use by what whatever is easy for you, you can use. So by clicking there, you can check the css property or html or anything. So now we will make that by using inspect element also. First of all, I will add a nav tag. So nav tag is made for making a navigation bar. It is not compulsory to make a nav tag. You can use section also, or like sections you can use their nav tag, but html5 had made these tags because for specifying, like I have added a nav tag, so I will add there a nav information. So it is for specifying. You can, before html5 before this we have a div tag we had used to make a anything, but now we have some tags to specify our content. We will use div tag because without this we will cannot make our website properly, so we will use it. Like first I will make a nav tag. So now if I want to add a class, if I add normally, like I want to add a class of container, so I will add dot container. So if I press enter, so it will make a div with a class of container. So div is a container, means if I remove it, but it is a container in which I will add my content. So I am giving it a class of content container. So I will tell it later. I will use this container class later. So now I need a logo there. So I will, but I also have to add there. If I add this, so there's a cursor here. That means it is linked to a page. So we will add a tag. In the a tag, I will add h1 tag of logo. So you can see now After this, I will add a UL, and inside this unordered list I will add a li tag. In this li tag I will add an a tag. In this a tag I will add a home for the navigation, like that. You can see if I click and now click, so you can see it. So there's a home. So now I just copy it and paste it down. So we have there four sections, four links, so I will add four links. Home, now there is about us, and now we have services, and there now we have a contact. So first of all, make a button tag. There in the button tag you can add a tag or button tag, any tag you want. I will tell. So I will going with button. You can also, you can use a tag also. So now we have to add this icon. We have to add this icon. So for this icon we are going to search for font awesome cdn. First of all, for linking this font awesome css to our page, to use its css, so I am copying it and now pasting it there. Sorry, pasting it my in my file, index file, or in which you want to link this file. So I've linked it. Now search for, first I will search for hamburger icon font awesome. So there I can get a icon of font awesome. So this is font awesome 5. We have linked our linked css of 4.7. You can see. So we will use a previous version. So there you can see if there is a 4.7 version. So I will copy it and paste it there. So now you can see this icon there. So we have made this icon. So friends, we will learn how to style navbar in the very next class. So Allah Hafiz guys.